But our top story, Charlotte, this new wave of protests there. And for the first time, a curfew was in effect overnight. Did it work? NBC's Gabe Gutierrez has the very latest for us again this morning. Hi, Gabe. Good morning.
Savannah, good morning. This night was much more peaceful. The mayor imposed a midnight to 6 a.m. curfew to try and restore order, and the police did not strictly enforce it as long as protesters stayed peaceful. They did. And so while the violence has eased, now the debate is raging over whether local authorities should release videos of the death of Keith Scott.
For a third straight night, demonstrators took to the streets in Charlotte, but overnight, no major violence after National Guard troops moved in, only sporadic clashes with police in tactical gear. Some protesters briefly closed down I-277. 2 officers were hurt, but unlike the past 2 nights when violence flared, this time marchers were mostly peaceful, some showing appreciation for the National Guard. Officers choosing not to strictly enforce a midnight curfew.
If everybody continues like it is and it's peaceful, we can do this all night long.
Still, there was raw anger over the death of Keith Lamont Scott and city officials' decision not to immediately release videos of Tuesday's shooting. Late Thursday, Scott's family was allowed to view the videos privately. The family's lawyer told me they were inconclusive.
We know the story that has been put out by law enforcement. They're saying that they found a firearm. There appears to be an object in his hand, but it is impossible to make out exactly what that object is.
Todd Walter with the police union disagrees. He says he's seen one of the dash cam videos.
Mr. Scott came out of the vehicle as ordered by officers, but he had the gun in his hand. And being ordered to drop it, he refused.
This photo taken by an eyewitness appears to show a gun lying at Scott's feet immediately after he was shot. A police source says it's genuine.
If there's an encounter, you go down and the weapon's right there, it's kind of obvious that a weapon was involved.
Some eyewitnesses insist there was no weapon, that Scott was carrying a book.
I think he was confused. I think that he was having commands yelled at him from multiple angles. And at the point he is shot, his arms are down and he's actually stepping back.
And after seeing these videos, you were calling for it to be released?
Yes, the family is calling for it to be released, and I support the family 100%.
The police chief has said to not expect that video to be released, citing the ongoing police investigation. He has said that a gun was found at the scene, but he says that the video shows no definitive proof that Scott was pointing any sort of weapon at the officers. Willie, Savannah.
All right, Gabe Gutierrez in Charlotte for us. Thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.